Hey everybody, welcome back to Durbin's Bourbon. I'm Joe.
I'm Josh.
We're going to be doing a review of 3 extremely popular bourbons. They are Old Forester, made by Brown-Forman Corporation out of Louisville, Kentucky. The 3 varieties we have here is the Bottle and Bond, the original batch, the Prohibition style. Brown-Forman has been around for a long time. They are credited with being the first bourbon producer, whiskey producer that put their whiskey in bottles, sealing them up for security and truth in what's in the bottle. So they are credited with starting to bottle first. Everybody else was still selling their whiskey out of the kegs or the barrels, and they would operate that way. So they just wanted the authenticity of what you get in the bottle as the product. What's the prices? You were looking up prices on them.
The original batch was about $30. The Bottle and Bond, I couldn't find an exact price. It said from anywhere from 30 to 50. And then the Prohibition style or 1920, whatever they call it. I don't know, is it actually called Prohibition style? It says Old Forester 1920, but Prohibition style. Anyways, that one's about 60.
Ooh.
And that one's 115 proof. So,
Okay.
And then of course the Bottle and Bond's 100, and then the original is 45% alcohol, so 90.
All
90
3
proof.
are got some alcohol content, which I kind of like them that way.
Yeah, for sure.
What's some other cool facts? Chris Morris is the master distiller at Brown-Forman. Typically, the mash bill I was able to find for Old Forester, one of theirs was 72% corn and 18% rye and 10% malted barley. That was one of their mash bills. I don't know if it's consistent with all of their different types, that like the Bottle and Bond original and all that. If they keep the same mash bill, I'm not sure, but that's one of the mash bills for the Old Forester label, so it's probably pretty consistent. And
Yeah, I wonder if they're all the same batches, just maybe aged differently, or is it separate?
Yeah,
We don't know, huh?
well, we know the Bottle and Bond has all the facts that go with making it a Bottle and Bond,
Right.
minimum 4 years, 100 proof, bonded warehouses and that stuff, but the mash bills maybe a little different. Maybe you get the different characteristics. We're going to give them a whirl and see what we think. They're poured on the outside edge, like both of our outside edges are the Bottle and Bonds. It's not a blind or anything like that. We know what each one is. We're just doing a simple tasting, see which one we like the most, or the differences between each of these 3 varieties that they produce out there for you.
How good are they?
Yeah. Because the standard run-of-the-mill Old Forester, which is the least expensive, I don't like to use the word cheap.
Yeah.
You can get it readily. It's the signature Old Forester straight bourbon,
That's
100
about
proof.
$23, I think.
Yeah, it is, and it's a great one. As you can tell, it's mostly gone. So, but it's a great bourbon.
These are
as well.
supposed to be better than that one, so I'm
Yes.
expecting them to be pretty good. But I've already dabbled. Had some of this the other day for Repeal Day.
Oh yeah. December 5th,
That's right.
National Repeal Day. So,
Let's smell the Bottle and Bond.
give them a whirl. It's got a neat nose. We know it's going to be a little spicy, with the rye content being a 18% rye.
Yeah, it's got a good caramel char smell,
There's that.
sweetness, vanilla.
Yep.
I can
That
smell the
caramel.
rye a little bit.
Yeah, you can.
A little pepper.
I get that.
It's got a good
There's
color.
that corn. It's pretty.
Yeah, medium legs, I'd
Yeah,
say.
that would be good. There's medium speed,
Yeah.
so very cool.
Good
Cheers.
fry.
Let's
Cheers.
see what we think. Cheers, everybody.
Got some heat.
It does. Up front, there's that rye spice. Little caramel in the middle.
Getting a little leather.
Mm-hmm.
Almost
Yeah.
tobacco too.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little tobacco in there. Kind of soft on the back of the palate.
Yeah, it's kind of hits you quick.
Mm-hmm. And now it's almost gone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a fairly short finish.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
Yeah,
for that
sure.
for that one.
Interesting.
Not bad.
Mm-mm.
Moving on to the original batch.
It'd be interesting because this one we should have went like lower proof to higher proof.
Yeah, 45% alcohol, 90 proof. So we're dropping down from
Right.
100 to 90. Colors seem pretty consistent. Really, when you tip them, they look almost the same color. I have more vanilla.
Yeah, I was gonna say less. I feel like there's less rye smell. Like
Yeah.
that pepper heat. Of course, that could just be the alcohol too.
Right. And I wonder, do you think that more alcohol makes it less vanilla? Or,
Maybe.
Because I have more vanilla on the nose right up front.
Yeah.
And there's that caramel. And the
Not as
corn.
much. I don't get as much barrel char smell.
Yeah. Yeah, that vanilla and that caramel's really present. I like the nose.
I
It's
like the
pleasant.
nose.
Cheers, everybody. Let's give
Cheers
this one
again.
a try. What did you get for picking up rye? Do you have rye?
Yeah, I got rye. I didn't get it as much as a punch in the beginning, but I wonder if that was because that was our first sip.
Right.
So now my taste buds are a little deadened.
From that 100
Yeah.
proof, maybe.
But I didn't get. I feel like I like the flavor of the Bourbon better.
Maybe.
It
yeah.
seemed more sweet.
And these have only been poured for about 5 minutes, so they really haven't had much time to open up, dissipate some of that alcohol.
Yeah, it's hot.
It is. I got more rye forward on the original batch.
Me too.
More
Yep.
rye,
100. Yeah.
so not as much heat given it's a 90 proof as opposed to a 100 proof. You would think that 10 points wouldn't make a big difference, but when you're talking about alcohol, it
Yeah.
really does.
I'd say flavor-wise, I'd like the Bottle and Bond better.
Yes, because the rye for me is a little too pungent.
But I like the way the Bottle and Bond hits you really quick, and then it gets like the flavors start melding, and it gets softer, and then
And the
Whereas
finish is smoother.
yes. Whereas the original for me, it's not very heavy at first, and then you get the rye spice, and then it's like hot, and
Yeah.
then peppery, and then the finish isn't as
All
good.
those rye characteristics are dominant throughout the palate.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could see that.
It's interesting to see how hot this one's gonna be.
Yeah, because what's the Prohibition style is coming in at 115.
Yeah.
57.5 alcohol by volume, 115 proof. Prohibition style. Old Forester, established in 1870, they say.
Yeah.
What a rough time in history for Prohibition. 1920, all of a sudden, there's no booze unless you're in a underground speakeasy and stuff.
Right.
I mean, for 13 years.
Gave rise to organized crime.
It
That was
did.
brilliant.
It made a lot of people very wealthy. So,
And dead.
yeah, it's dark. And I
very
don't know
dark.
if we poured a pretty heavy pour for
No,
both
dude,
of these.
it's
Really?
It's
So
darker.
I'm not imagining it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it sure
darker.
is. So, does a higher alcohol proof contribute any to the color?
I wouldn't think.
No, it's all
It's
barrel.
barrel time.
Yeah. Ages on these, I was unable to find it. We know for sure the bottle and bond is 4 years. The others, I didn't find any research when I was on the website looking at them. This looks like it's an older whiskey.
Yeah. And the cool thing is, they can't add color to bourbon because
No.
then it couldn't be called bourbon.
Nope. So a darker tint tends to tell me an older whiskey. Boy, I like that smell.
Yeah, it's got a good
Vanilla.
Don't get too deep though. It's got a lot. I got a little burn from the
Did ya?
alcohol. Yeah.
Got a little bit of a punch. That's why it's good to roll that nose, keep the mouth open. Boy, that's kind of neat color.
I like the smell.
I do too. Old Forester is a great whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that's got a neat aroma.
I like the nose on, I think, this one better than the other two. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Be funny if it's exactly the
Small
same
batch.
product.
Yeah. And it may
It's
be.
different
I mean,
yeah.
the mash bill might be the same. It's just time and barrel, proof when you cut it. I mean,
Right.
those little things.
All the small things.
It is.
All right.
Cheers, everybody.
It's going to be stingy.
Boy, that's spicy, hot,
Rolls into like caramel, vanilla.
but it's good.
Yeah.
So that high alcohol proof. My tongue's
weird.
it's a little tingly.
Yeah. I burned my tongue the other day on some soup, so it's a little,
You might not be
my
getting
palate might not be as refined as it normally is.
due to the burning.
Yes.
Could be. No. Could be a little deadened.
You want to hand me the water?
I do.
Put a drop.
I do like that.
Yeah,
I like that 115. That's
good.
spicy. I almost don't want to add any water to it because
I'm gonna add a drop to each one of mine.
boy, there's that rye. That rye's in it. I don't think I got more rye on the 115 than I did from this original though.
I wonder if it has something to do with like that alcohol kind of, because the heat kind of takes the rye sting away. Because I feel like the other two, the bottle and bond, and the Prohibition style, initially I get the heat rye, and then it goes into this nice vanilla caramel, sweetness, I guess, and then it finishes smooth. Whereas the original batch, it's smoother at first, and then it gets hot, and I don't like the finish as much.
On the higher proof?
No, on the lower proof.
On the
original,
lower proof, yeah.
There's more of a rye spice. It's weird. I don't know. Interesting to see what water does.
Interesting. All three are good whiskeys. Approachable. Price is pretty up and down on the price spectrum. So rye and vanilla still on the bottle and bond. Really,
Yeah.
I got real similar. Yeah. There is no way I could pick which was which.
No. I think if I... Yeah. No, probably
The
not.
high alcohol content, if you took a big enough swig, you'd probably know that because of the sting.
I feel like between the bottle and bond, though, and the other one, the Prohibition style, they're both pretty hot alcohol-wise.
They
So I
are.
don't know if I'd be able to pick which one was which. Except maybe by the color, because the
Right.
Prohibition style is darker.
Yeah.
But
Which leads me, I bet that is
aged longer.
aged
I wish it
longer.
said it. I can find it somewhere.
I'm sure. I would be willing to bet, if I was guessing, I bet it's a 7-year
I was
whiskey.
going to say, I'd say it's about 8.
Because it's kind of comparable to the Jim Beam Black,
Yeah,
which is
that's
eight
exactly what I
year
was
whiskey.
thinking. Yep.
And it's kind of got some color and darkness to it. I'm going to try the hot one up front.
Yeah, let's do that.
We hope y'all are enjoying the channel. and having a dram with us. Whiskey is a incredible thing to explore. There's so much out there. The water brought the rye out just a little bit. Not much.
Wow.
I'd say it brought it to where the 90 proof was prior to adding water. Not that weak, but the characteristics for my palate.
Yeah. That's weird.
I think I liked it without water.
I definitely liked it without water better.
Yeah.
God, it's so weird that one little drop of water and then all of a sudden it's like bang, rye. Tons of rye.
And I knew.
Oh yeah, the outside one.
I knew.
Shouldn't have done it.
I should have left mine without water. Just to see, but original batch.
Yeah. I think the water made it worse because I didn't like the Bourbon Bon as much either.
The original batch, yeah. For me, it just brought the rye out in all three, and it blended them. It made them all more alike.
Yep.
I think I might have a little bit of water.
I don't know. I feel like the water makes the nose sweeter. Of course, I don't have one to compare it to now because we put water in there. But the flavor is worse. I mean, it's not. It's just different. It made it, like you said, more rye, more pepper.
Yeah.
It seemed like it took out some of the vanillas and the caramels.
Mm-hmm. I'm not getting the strong vanilla that I got before.
His idea was to put water in it. Oh, man. Bad choice. What?
I'm like, I want to put water in it. I should have not put water in it.
I don't remember saying that.
I think you'll see it on the video.
Oh.
The amount of water I added of the three, I still like the Prohibition style best. I think it's because of high alcohol proof. We didn't drop it much. So it still was able to maintain its integrity.
Yep.
But the other two, for me, I wouldn't add water to Old Forester. I do know they do make a fantastic mint julep.
Oh.
We may have made some last year. We use Woodford Reserve a lot, and Maker's Mark, which if you want a little sweeter, but Old Forester makes a fantastic.
I like the higher ryes with the sweet drinks. I feel like it makes it, then you can taste the bourbon and stuff.
Right. It holds its own with the other components like your bitters, and a good strong rye whiskey keeps that strength from the drink. Yeah, I agree 100%. If I'm feeling like a real soft, sweet, I'll add a wheat or like Maker's, but
if you're making it for someone that doesn't particularly like whiskey.
Yep. All three good whiskeys, if they're available, I'd recommend them.
Yeah, sure.
We don't really bash anything.
I know, because we like it all.
Yeah, there's some.
Not all, I shouldn't say that.
There's some that are worse than others, but I really don't like. We had a good discussion about this. The new distilleries that are coming out, like we did a review of 8 Feathers out of Southern Idaho, and that video should be coming up probably pretty soon.
Probably before this one, so you've already
seen it.
Probably.
So we didn't really hammer it bad, but it wasn't a good whiskey. But they're trying, and they're little distilleries, and they're trying to get that product. So I kind of feel like I don't want to bash them because they just haven't had enough chance to show their true colors.
Right. It's different these companies that have millions and millions of dollars in time.
Yeah.
And
they've got dozens and dozens of warehouses.
Those ones are a little easier to be rough on because they got people making lots of money to make sure that it comes out good. So
quality control and everything. But great whiskey.
Yeah, it's good.
I recommend it. We hope
all
you
three
guys
are good for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Different price points, whatever you're. I'd say if you could though, get the Prohibition style out of the three.
I'm wishing I would have had that one because this one is from your collection at home, which
it's readily available though.
It is. Yeah,
I just saw it the other day at the liquor store.
Is it the most expensive of the three?
Yeah, they have a Statesman one.
Okay.
I think it's a little less. It's like 55.
Okay.
I don't know what that one's all about. I saw that one there too. So I was thinking about picking it up, but I didn't.
I like the Prohibition style.
Yeah.
I think I'll pick up a bottle of that.
You should. Then I can drink yours and save mine.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tell your friends and family and share us. Hit the little icon down there, the bell icon, so every time we do a new video, which is every Saturday, you're going to get a bell notification that tells you, hey, check out Durbin's Bourbon. Those two goofballs just put out a new video. Like and subscribe, pass us on, and remember, as always, enjoy your whiskeys and bourbons any way you like. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, pal.